Alright, and welcome back to AMJ Forge Works. This is the Craddock Smith. What I'm going to be working on today is a railroad spike knife. Another one. However, these ones are not your normal size. They are, well, this one's 10 inches long. And I ended up turning one of them into a pretty decent sized short sword, or long dagger. Come here. Alright, cool, I got that made. Now, in all honesty, I want to use coal in the summer. Because the heat from the coal fire pretty much stays where it's hot. Like, it doesn't radiate out like this. Even though there's seawall, riginizer, and the refractory cement in there, or refractory mortar, whatever it is, and we're using the stuff that's flux resistant with alumina bubble, or alumina in it, whatever that is, whatever that's called. I think it's just aluminum oxide? Bubbles or bowls or something like that? Aluminum oxide bowls? Probably something. I don't really need to know what it is because I make knives, I make weapons, swords. No, to date I've only made one sword, but it's still cool. We are also doing a giveaway. When AMJ Forge Works business, when that page gets up to 1,000 followers, the top 3 people who interact on our page, with our page's posts, we'll get a Damascus mini cleaver of a random pattern, because I haven't decided of what kind of pattern. Like, it's going to be a dedicated pattern, but I haven't decided on what dedicated pattern. Obviously, the easiest ones for us to do without a power hammer and just using the treadle would be a ladder pattern or raindrop. But I don't know which one of those I'm going to do, and we still have to draw this out to 1/8 of an inch thick again. By maybe a little wider than that, maybe a 1/2 inch wider. And it's going to make, we're going to have 3 mini cleavers out of this. Hopefully 4. Because I want one myself. You don't put like that much work into something and get multiples out of it without wanting something back, you know? It's just how it goes. It's nice though, too. Yeah. Also follow us on YouTube and Instagram. Both of those are AMJ Forge Works. We have everything on YouTube that we've been doing for the past 3 years since we started. The very first video, I believe, was me melting down some copper and then putting some aluminum wire in there to make it aluminum bronze. And I don't think this is in frame, but it's my twisting jig. I mean, not twisting jig, my post vise, leg vise. And no, it is not in frame. Come here. Now, I believe on camera that looks about to be about white hot. That is not how it actually looks. I mean, that is not the actual color. It's about an orange yellow. Right about here is where it would start using a much heavier hammer. But I am trying to like really control this because I do not want to damage it. I do not want to have to go back and clean a lot of this up because this was a piece that was given to me to make something for somebody. And I need to do something very special with it, and I need to keep that in hand. Sorry, not in hand. I just need to keep very good control of that. And hopefully I can do that with this. I need a wooden handle on it though, like that. That helped out a lot. Okay, cool. That's still kind of whatever. I also ended up getting some wedges so I can split wood when needed. And I know you can't really see this, but that's kind of the state of it right now. I had to cut off some serious mushrooming, and there's still some up there. Also, sorry about the video quality and it being a little grainy. It's, I got it zoomed in on ×2. Let me go to ×1 real quick. And that's just the light. Crap, I can't do anything else about that. What's my battery life looking like right now? Oh, cool, I can't check my battery life. Crap. Well, this might suck later on. Cool. That works. And then I can end up using the cross peen side to get a little fullering going in there a little bit. No, I don't really need to fuller that. I'm trying to make it kind of like a wakizashi. I think that'd be really cool. A rail spike wakizashi with a Damascus marble in the center. Shout out to Corgi Forge. He's the one that gave me this. He's the one that gave me this piece to work on for. Oh yeah, you gotta love that thick, fluffy cloud. I'm also going to pause the video here. Alright, I'm back again. Wasn't really gone too long. Probably could have just let it keep rolling and cut. I'm really not that concerned. I'm pretty tolerant to heat, especially extreme heat, which is really nice. Just not the ambient air temperature. And that's already a lot longer. So what I actually need to do is straighten that out, get everything and I need to get everything to the point where it's nice and square again. Basically, I just need to true it up. But part of that is I need to get that point. I need to get that point on the thing right here squished down enough that it's going to round. It's going to round like that up. Alternatively, I can just use the grinders for that and the sanders. Which I will end up going to clean it up, make it look nice, and actually bevel it. And yeah, while I shouldn't technically be using this to make a knife because it's not hardenable steel really, like it's a medium carbon, I don't care. This is a fun little project. I have a lot of fun doing this. I do appreciate advice. I almost tripped over the crap knife. See, this is where it starts getting fun. Because I can't exactly see things right now. It's dark. And that's got to get seated back over. Dang it! Yeah, I'm going to have to do that with the grinder. I'm not going to be able to fuller that by hand. Okay, cool. That's not fancy. Go right there. And I sit. Pull this damn knife out of the ground. Put you back up there on our welding gloves. Yeah, that's a good place for it. And yeah, no, that's pretty bright. I also just like last Thursday got out of the hospital from taking a piece of metal to the eye while wearing, mind you, while wearing PPE. I had a face shield on and my sunglasses, which are pretty close to my face at the bottom part of the lens. Tell me why a few pieces of metal fly up my jacket underneath of the mask, the face shield, and directly up underneath of the lens, just to embed in my eye. Like, what? Believe it or not, that's the second time that's happened to me. First time I was trying to do things properly with like using cooling fluid and things like that, but that ended up not working. That is not going to be happening like this. Okay, that works. The backlight, no. No. Oh, hey, would you look at that? It was a piece of crap. Damn it. I'm gonna flatten it back out. Probably should do that this way. Alright, that's starting to straighten out a little bit. However, that handle's going to be really small, and I might not be able to do what I wanted to do with it. But we will find out. So I'm repairing that hammer head right now, putting that back on the handle. 43 minutes. Nope, you're starting to twist. No, too far. All right. Big Bertha. To flatten it. Very same hammer that I had originally used to crush up clay. You know, I find it funny. I have the chair right there and I'm not using it at all. Some of you that watch this video will probably point that out. Before I have mentioned it. I love this new forge stand. I don't have to use the barrel anymore, and that was our burn barrel. So I don't really like using the horn to do a whole lot because kind of creates a warping problem. So on the next hammering cycle, I'm going to okay, I need to design that there. Next hammer cycle, I'm going to use this one instead. Yeah, because that one's just too small, and that's the same frickin' brand. Yeah. leather boots, man. Ah, that smells good. Caught a leaf on fire. And now I have to deal with that. 50 minutes and 7 seconds paused. Hey, you want to see something really cool and probably really freaking stupid? Alright. One of those crappy little magnets. Okay, well, there's one. And actually, those are good ones. That's a lot of iron dust, well, steel powder and crap like that. And now I've put a bunch of 1084 on it. Yeah, look, it's a sparkler. It's just so cool. And that's a lot of high carbon just going to waste. And again, I'm not really using the horn for this because I want this process to be a little slower and a little bit more controlled. It's looking a little bit more centered. And all I gotta do is draw that out a little bit more. So what I'm probably going to do I'm going to use this again to draw it out more, and then the smaller hammer to square it up. And who wants some more fireworks while you wait? Oh, neat! We are an hour in to recorded time. Tracked video. I've had it paused quite a few times just to allow me to send this to the cloud so I can download it and edit. And I think that's about as long as I want that to be. After I get it flattened out completely, because that is going to be very, very hard to flatten out. Yeah, I just need to flatten all that crap out now. That'll be as long as I make this. I need to true everything up, and I gotta do it very slowly from the front to the back the hilt to the tip. I've also got some clay to make a bloomery at some point. I don't know if I'm going to do a twist tonight or not. I feel as though I need to draw that handle out a little bit more. And this spring is going to the forge. We are almost there as far as getting that whole spring heated up. But like, it's so big it can't fit in the forge like all the way. Oh yeah, that was one of our old dies. This little thing right here, I made this from a piece of railroad track. This was cool. This is actually my twisting wrench. I'm going to decide what I want to do with the handle a little bit later on, whether or not I want to do that basket or just a twist and a reverse twist. But right now, well, shit. Alright, so I've had to go back to Big Bertha. It is now too cold. time for fireworks again. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Come here. Just for reference, this is 5160 spring steel. This stuff gets really, really hard to work with the colder it gets. Like, it's not like the that railroad track. I mean, it's not like that rail spike. It when it's like red hot, it's really hard to work. It's hard to do anything with. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this for a while so that thing can heat up properly. And I don't need the wrench anymore. Alright, and well, that about does it from here. I'm pretty done. I'm pretty tired. I'm just letting that part get heated up red hot. And I'm going to put it upside down in the anvil and let it cool. And have all that heat slowly travel up. Later.